What would happen if aliens invaded Earth? If you've seen any Hollywood movie about aliens, you may think that as soon as flying saucers appear in the sky, united military forces of all countries in the world would immediately destroy them. Or they'll at least try. But what would happen in real life? If you're enjoying our videos, be sure to like and subscribe. Also, hit that little bell icon to be notified every time we post a new video. Ufologists and scientists from all over the world have puzzled on this question for decades, and there are many scenarios. Some of them are quite optimistic. Others may scare the crap out of you. Ufologists like to make up fantastic stories more than anything, but even real scientists were working on this question. For example, Professor Stephen Hawking said that a contact with aliens would be really dangerous, and the reason is simple. They may be much more technologically developed than us, especially given the fact that they traveled thousands of light years to get here. Thus, they may consider us just a primitive life form. According to Professor Hawking, they may, quote, not see us any more valuable than we see bacteria. Theoretical physicist Michio Kaku compared such a meeting with Bambi seeing Godzilla and stated that the human civilization, with all its jet fighters, tanks, and nuclear missiles, would have no chance to win a fight with aliens. On the other hand, we don't know for sure what the intention of such a visit would be. We believe that an invasion would destroy our race because aliens would be interested in taking our resources, but let's be honest. If there were a race of aliens who wanted to destroy us, they would have done it already. Hundreds of people around the world claim they've seen UFOs. Who knows? Maybe some of them didn't lose their mind. Maybe some of them are telling the truth. In this case, aliens know about us, but they certainly don't want to kill these biped bacteria. However, if this calm situation suddenly changes, what should we do to protect us? Some people say we can protect our minds from the hypno rays by wearing foil hats, but what else can we do? The United Nations Office for Outer Space Affairs is not afraid of such possibilities. In fact, people who are responsible for protecting us from aliens are always on vacation. Simonetta DePipo, the director of this organization, says that they've been given no mandate by the member states to consider the question of a potential contact with intelligent extraterrestrial life. Thus, they have no protocol for such cases. Necessary actions would be dictated by the aliens' agenda. Let's say there's an extraterrestrial race capable of interstellar flight. What makes our blue planet so attractive to them? If these guys can easily travel thousands of light years, they won't need our planet for sources because they can easily find sources of any kind, anywhere. A more likely reason for their visit is that our planet seems to be a good place to live. Of course, to take our home, they need to get rid of us first. But will the destruction of humanity solve their problem? Let's recall a Herbert Wells story where fictional Martians were killed by microbes from Earth. Such a scenario looks possible because aliens would need to deal not only with people, but with the entire biosphere that is completely new and probably even toxic for them. Even our bodies consist of millions of different organisms, bacteria in our gut, microscopic mites in our skin, and millions of different microbes that cover us from head to toe. Just imagine us arriving in an entirely alien biosphere. There are different foods, millions of parasites and viruses that we'd never seen and never known of. Given that we would also need to cope with a completely different atmosphere and unusual levels of radiation, there is a high probability that we would die in just a few days. The same situation would apply to aliens who decided to live here. But what if they don't want to destroy us? If there is a superior race that is aware of our existence, the possible scenario may remind the situation that we've observed throughout the history of our planet. When we discovered some new species, we either used it for our own purposes, sometimes causing a total extinction, or started studying it. Neuropsychologist Gabriel G. de la Torre thinks that we may simplify the problem of an alien invasion. He says that there is a chance that a superior race would just research us. Of course, there would be no equal-to-equal agreement between us and aliens, but their influence could be invisible. They could operate in our consciousness, studying our way of thinking and preparing us for a more physical approach in the future. For many years, we've been waiting for some signals from space. There is a special agency called SETI that has been scanning our skies, searching for messages from aliens since 1984. They have specific guidelines to follow in case we receive a message from outer space. First, they will call the Central Bureau for Astronomical Telegrams. In turn, this organization will inform scientists from all over the world and the United Nations Secretary General. They will check all received messages for credibility, and after that, we will try to figure out what our response should be. Some people think that we must answer. Given that aliens likely don't know English or any other language, we could try to send them some mathematical formulas or other signals to demonstrate that we are not primitive. However, many scientists state that we shouldn't answer for our own safety. Stephen Hawking pointed to a big danger associated with such contacts. He compared meeting with an extraterrestrial life form with Native Americans watching Columbus's ships arriving. Who knows? Maybe these aliens would enslave us. We know nothing about their ethical views and beliefs, but everyone would agree that it's better not to contact with some Nazis from space. So if you hear a message from another civilization in your head, we suggest not answering them and wearing a tinfoil hat, even if they seem friendly. just in case. Alright, Top Fivers, if you haven't already, make sure to visit our other channel, The Brilliant, for even more interesting list videos that'll blow your mind. But I'm warning you, the videos over on The Brilliant are extremely addicting to watch as well. There'll be a link in the description to the channel, so make sure to come and visit us. Or you can go to our latest video popping up on screen right now. Oh, and have you visited thefinestpost.com to enjoy the most amazing articles you'll ever get to read?